Something exciting is abuzz in Streeterville. The Blackstone Hotel is revolutionizing sustainable hospitality with a colony of bees.
So cool. There are more than 10,000 bees living on the rooftop, producing some of the purest and most delectable honey year-round. Pierre-Louis Giacotto and Leonard Rao join us with more. Thank you so much for being with us, Pierre-Louis and Leonard. Here's the thing. You guys have this incredible partnership, so let's kind of discuss that first. So, Pierre-Louis, let's start with you. Why did the Blackstone decide to pair up with Leonard and his company?
Yes, absolutely. When I first met Leonard, I was really attracted with the fact that he's very local and really working on what's happening here in Chicago. So we were trying to enhance our sustainability efforts at the hotel and bringing some local flavors to our guests coming from all around the world. And what better partnership than with bees and what they do locally and how they not only recreate and help the environment locally, but also bringing some honey with you back, when you go back to your own country or your own city. So very excited.
It's such a great concept. Yeah. So Leonard, tell us about Hive Supply. And you guys don't just work with Blackstone, you work with CPS, other people across the city.
Exactly, yeah. So we manage about 350 beehives all over Chicago. We're excited to partner with people like the Blackstone to do rooftop hives, which enables the bees to pollinate the flora and fauna of the whole city, which is super important to us. We work with schools, we work with hives on the ground, we have our own honey production staff. We partner with other corporations who are just interested in helping out, but then also to hobbyists and individuals who want to be a beekeeper for whatever reason they want to do that, and it's an exciting pursuit. So. Yeah, we span everywhere from Wooddale to just over the border into Indiana and from Cal Sag and up to Lakeview.
Wow. And Leonard, we're going to give the home owner some tips too on what to do in terms of their yard and their gardens. But Pierre-Louis, this has been a very successful venture for the two of you. So how much honey has the Blackstone,
For our first year of harvest, we had about 35 pounds of honey, which was very exciting to us because we had not really an idea. So we ended up using everything. We jarred everything for our hotel, and we were able to actually use them not only for our holiday gifts for our clients, but also for our VIP amenities. Partnering that with a local foundation, the Delaware Farm Foundation in Lake Forest, and we had this recipe for those cookies. So we're really trying to keep, again, this local flavor, and what better partnership than with the honey that comes directly from the Grand Park area.
And so you're saying those cookies, are they shortbread cookie with honey as an amenities?
Cookies, correct. Butter cookies, partnering with the honey. You can drink that and eat this, and then this gift basket was really to have a really nice recipe with some cocktails, including the honey, as well as the Koval, which is a local distillery here in Chicago.
It's such a cool concept, and this is, you said, half the size of what's on their roof, correct?
Correct. So this is what's called a Newt
one of
box.
the boxes.
So we have 3 beehives on top of the roof of the Blackstone. We're actually expanding to 5 this year. Each box has 10 frames inside of the hive. This is a good example of a frame.
So 10 of these are in one of these.
Yep, and then we have 2 or 3 layers, so there could be upwards of 30 frames. So Pierre said that we didn't take too much honey from the bees this year because we want the colony to get established. We want the bees to be successful, so we implement beekeeping practices that are very friendly to the bees.
So how much honey do you think this year? If it was 35?
I'm going to hope for 50 to 60 pounds this year because the bees have built the comb. So onto the frame they build their beeswax comb, and then they fill that based on foraging for nectar and pollen. They can make the honey, and then we come along and take the honey.
And Leonard, these are some of the beautiful products that your company is known for as well. Candles and some other honeys, and you actually label all the honeys with where they come from, right?
Very much so. So we're a hyper-local agricultural business, and we want to make sure that people understand that local food can be really local. So local, in fact, that we write on the jar the actual location of the honey itself. So this honey came from Franklin Park. And I can, when we sell honey at places like farmers markets, we actually invite people to come and see the hives themselves. If you want to see where your food has come from, if you want to be that local, we can take you right there. No one's taken us up on that offer yet.
But we will do it.
They get a little scared of the bees, I think.
This is so cool, and it really goes to show you how, obviously it's good for the environment, right?
Correct.
So what can we be doing to help push that? Obviously Blackstone is taking a part in that on their own. Me at home, if I don't want to have this, what can I do?
So there's several things that you can do. One is, please don't use pesticides. Pesticides don't discriminate one insect from another, or insecticides, they just kill all insects, many of them, not all of them. I know there's some extenuating circumstances. So try to minimize your chemical use. Secondly, try not to mow the lawn or cut down the plants now. Wait. The bees have been resting in the winter in the hive. They've been eating the extra honey that's been made, and they're coming out. Spring has come, where they want to get out and enjoy this lovely weather just like we do. But they're looking for something to eat. And if you chop those early flowers down, they have less to eat. So try not to, no mow May is something that is an initiative that people are talking about. Or just try not to cut things down. The other thing you can do, and you can see in our gift bag here, there's seed bombs, is plant plants that the bees really like. So in general, they really like blue flowers. So anything that you can plant that flowers early or flowers long, is really good for them as well. And a lot of the local plants that are indigenous to here, which thrive in our soil and do very well, are also really good for the bees.
This is such great information. What a wonderful partnership as well, and really helping the people of Chicago and people from outside Chicago get that feel, the local feel when they come visit.
Yeah, teaching them that we can do great things locally, even in the middle of a city like we are, having hives on the 23rd floor of a roof building. I love it. It's pretty exciting.
That is so great.
Some of the most delicious honey that you can enjoy.
Kudos to you both. Thank you so much. For more information, you can head to blackstonehotel.com or find them on Instagram and Facebook at the Blackstone Hotel. We'll be right back. Thanks again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.